life's gonna throw crap at you, and it's gonna bring you down. It's gonna make you depressed. And one way to do that is to do something good for yourself. And when you go and get a good lift on, a good sweat on, it's gonna make you feel good about yourself. You want to be confident, be like, damn, I look good, or I feel great right now. I think going to the gym is a recharge button, and we need to hit that damn button a little bit more often. Wake up in the morning, get that daily inspiration. One day at a time, we stay on our grind. Humble all the time, then we all gon' shine. I'm tuning in.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ryan Waters here with Shred. I'm here with Jody Rue and Aaron Simpson. We're going to bring you guys another Shred podcast. Today's subject comes in from one of our listeners. This is the first one we've actually taken feedback and used, so this is exciting stuff. Corey Chambers messaged Aaron and said, does lifting really help with mental health? Well, Corey, the answer is yes.
Double yes.
Shout out to Corey. Thanks for the
Thanks, Corey.
Thanks, bro.
We like getting subjects that we get to dive into, so keep them coming, everybody. So that's going to be the subject today. You need ask yourself, does lifting help your mental health? It does me. If I have a stressful day, the first thing I want to do, way before going and grabbing a bottle of wine or beer or something, is go get a good lift in. Some people deal with stress different ways, but lifting helps me. If I don't get my lifts in, if I don't get at least 2 or 3 days of weights in, then I'm going crazy.
Yeah, you gotta out with stress and with success. Like I tell people at the gym, like when you come in there, you don't have to be on your phone. You ain't gotta worry about your kids. You ain't gotta worry about your job. It's your time for you to let that crap out. Sweat it out because you need to. That stuff needs to be released somewhere, because if not, you're probably going to be hitting pillows or screaming, and that's not going to do. You're not getting better. So get in the gym and do something good for yourself. Sweat it out,
Yeah, and for people that have to have like factual truth, there are plenty of studies out there now where they've actually researched what lifting does for your depression, anxiety, overall mood. And every single study that's been done, one of them that I was looking at, over 1 million people were reviewed in this study, and it showed that people who were physically active by lifting weights, it didn't matter if you did it 2 days a week or 5, there was no difference. They didn't see like a better result. It was just even on 2 days a week, that their mentally were more focused. That anybody who suffered from depression, it's not a cure-all. It doesn't just get rid of depression, but it helps with the depression and anxiety. And a lot of the research that was done on previous years was done more on like physical activities like running, and they really thought that like physical activities was better, but actually now the more and more research that's been done, it's actually the more of your weight resistance training is actually better for your overall mental healthness than what they even thought at first.
Yeah. Your brain, I think, is your most important muscle, and I don't think we use it properly, honestly, because if you're not up here mentally right and strong, none of this is going to even get any better, because if you're not thinking right, you're not even taking care of yourself. I mean, you got one body, and your mind is controlling that body. You tell your body what to do, so what are you doing with your body? How are you going to make that free up and to where you're more focused and clear the fog away,
Yep. When I first start working with clients and they start getting in a program where they're strength training, they're working out, and they're dieting, the most common thing before they even talk about their body changes is how much better they feel. Yeah. Mentally, Aaron was talking about the clarity. Mentally, they just feel better, and there's a lot of different variables that go into that, like your confidence. When you start working out, you're more confident. Confidence has a lot to do with mental health.
Huge.
They feel stronger. They feel more in control of their life. So when you get on a program and you skip out of it, you're going to feel like a different person, mentally and physically. So once you start, keep it going, keep the train going, and it will definitely show you in the long run that mental health exercising does help with mental health.
Yeah, if you're depressed, if you're down on yourself, like you said, confidence is key. If you're having a bad day, like I have a lot of people that say, man, I didn't want to go in today to the gym. I was just feeling down on myself, but I forced myself to go, and now I feel extremely better. I mean, why do you think that is? Because you have to find a way to not sit there and slump and say, why me? You need to be saying, try me. Stop saying why me and say, try me. Life's going to throw crap at you, and it's going to bring you down. It's going to make you depressed. And one way to do that is to do something good for yourself. And when you go and get a good lift on, a good sweat on, it's going to make you feel good about yourself. You want to be confident, be like, damn, I look good, or I feel great right now. I think going to the gym is a recharge button, and we need to hit that damn button a little bit more often,
Yeah, and definitely like with your mind's going to tell you lies too. Your mind's going to tell you things like, I can't I can't resist temptation. I can't change. I'll never be happy. But, we've talked about how the studies have shown that lifting weights helps with depression. But even my personal experience involved with a gym, when you're involved with a gym and you're and you're tight knit inside that gym, and I like to call the gym family, you won't think those. You're going to think, I'm not alone. I can resist temptation. I can change. I am happy. The accountability that you get from even just being involved in a gym that you're going to, or even if you're not going to a gym, I would highly recommend that, because we can work out at home and we can see some results. But my personal opinion is, until you actually get engaged in a gym, as a gym owner, we do tons of things that we want to be able to have our members take place in, but the hardest part is getting people engaged in it. But the second that somebody gets engaged in the activities and the programs that we have, I can see a distinct change in their life, because now they're starting to believe all those things that they can do that before they said in the back of their mind that they couldn't do. So, it's no different than, I like to use the word the community. When you go to a church, part of going to a church is that you're involved in a community. You're involved with a group of people who are like-minded. They're going to help you through struggling times in your life. A gym is no different. So when it comes to, overall mental health, yes, not only are you going to feel less anxiety and depression by just working out alone, but those people that you're going to meet inside the gym that you're going to become friends with and almost become family with over the years, that's also going to help with any and every area of your life, even with the confidence and so on.
Yep. Yeah, I like that you touched on that, being around like-minded people, because you could have a home environment where you have a spouse or you have friends that try to break you down, and they try to keep you down at their level. They don't want you to become better. They don't want you to get in shape. They don't want you to do things to better your life. And you get out of that and you break that mold and you get to a gym and you're around like-minded people that encourage you and try to push you to do more. That's priceless. You can't put a price on something like that. And so many people are in that environment. They're in a negative environment with somebody that's trying to hold them down. And I have a client, she, even her sisters, she was overweight. She started out really overweight. Her sisters are all. So when she started doing this for herself, they were trying to sabotage her. They were trying to get her to go out to eat and guilt tripping her, really, if she didn't want to go out and eat bad with them and everything. She was trying to do something for herself. And I could see it was tearing at her. She would come in crying that her sisters wouldn't talk to her because of this, because they were trying to hold her down, which I think it's maddening to me. I was like, give me your sister's number and I'm going to call her.
Well, unhappy people want everybody around them to be unhappy too.
100%. Yeah, 100%. So if you guys are listening to that and you're in that situation, break out of the mold, do something for yourself, get in the gym and meet people. And we create the same environment in all our gyms where you're welcome. Everybody, when you walk in the door, we're going to make you feel welcome. You're going to feel like it's a safe place, and you're going to grow from that.
Yep.
And there's no negotiation with that when you walk into our gyms. Everybody's welcome.
And that's what we do in our gyms, but sadly, as an industry, that is not what's being done in gyms.
Not at all.
So I encourage you too, if you're going to a gym where if you're just a number and you walk in the door, now with saying that, if you work out at 2:00 in the morning, you're probably not going to have a lot of interaction with people. But if you're working out at 5 p.m. at night and you're walking in the door and the staff there completely ignores you, nobody talks to you, none of the trainers say hi to you on the floor, and the people are just not involved, for lack of a better word, if you're going to a meathead gym where everybody's there screaming, throwing their weights, and you're somebody who needs to build some confidence, or you're somebody who's intimidated by that, you're obviously going to the wrong gym. I mean, I'm saddened by a lot of the gyms that I walk into and just see the environment that's in there. I'm saddened, but on the same perspective, then I also know, we're doing it right. Because when people walk into our gyms, that's something that I never hear, is that, we have those issues that are going on around there too. So, again, just because you're going to a gym, it may not be the right gym, and go ahead and go out and test drive. Test drive another gym and see how it is.
You got to be stuck in that. I mean, and what do successful people do? They hang around successful people. You're a product of your environment. So if you're around people that are going to bring you down, and unfortunately, like Ryan said, it's going to be the people that are your family members, But if you're confident and you're going in there and you're surrounding yourself around awesome people that want to get their goals and reach everything they're trying to get for themselves and make themselves better, guess what? You're going to end up rubbing off on them, and they're going to be people come like, well, hey, you've been posting these pictures and stuff of you at the gym, and it's inspiring. Well, yeah, it's contagious. You hang around negative people, guess what? You're going to do negative things. You hang around successful people, you're going to be successful. So it's your choice. Just when you wake up in the morning, guess what? Who gets the choice to do what they want to do that day? You do.
Yep.
Don't blame it on somebody else, and don't let your family members bring you down. Do it for you.
Yep. I'm going to tell a quick story here about my brother. Okay, I have two older brothers. So my middle brother, he's a funny ass dude. My brother is really funny, and he went through a phase though where he got overweight. And everybody knew it wasn't the same Eric. Like he wasn't laughing with everybody. He's like kind of like Chris Farley. He's funny. He's funny. He's goofy, and the family was starting to get worried. But the scale was going up, and I think my brother actually hit to where he was 400 pounds, over 400 pounds. Yes. And, family events, instead of him up talking to everybody, he was on the couch sleeping, and it got to the point where my parents were talking to me, like, have you talked to your brother? Is he okay? Blah, blah, blah. And we were all concerned about him. And so one day, this is amazing. One day, my mom calls me and she's like, "Hey, Ryan, have you talked to Eric?" And I said, "No." She's like, "I saw him and he's lost some weight. You should text him or call him." So I call him up and he had lost, I hadn't seen him. We usually see each other at holidays and stuff. So I call him up and he's like, "Yeah, man, I'm down 50 pounds. I was like, "Okay, what are you doing?" And he's telling me how he's dieted and how he's exercised. I'm like, "Congratulations." And you could just tell each time I talked to him and he was losing more weight, he sounded like a different person. Mm-hmm. He was happier. He wanted to talk more. He didn't want to just get off the phone, and so we talked. And I mean, he pushed really hard. We'd be, my brother's a foodie. He loves food. He loves, he loves his beer. And we'd be at family events at an Italian restaurant, and he'd have his Tupperware with his chicken and sweet potatoes and broccoli. And he was on it, dedicated AF. And he got to the point where it was a little bit under 2 years, and he was down 170
That's
pounds.
awesome. Wow.
Holy crap.
170 pounds. And everybody was like, "Oh man, that's awesome what you did with your brother." I was like, I didn't do anything for my brother, but he did it all by himself, And there was a couple times we talked on the phone, and he hit a plateau, and I gave him some tips or whatever to get over the plateau. But he went from over 400 pounds to 230 pounds.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
And he was a completely different person. He did a little photo shoot, and you could just tell, I have a side-by-side from him. I wish I could post it somewhere where you guys could see it. It was amazing what he did, and just the way he walked around and just how his life changed. I mean, it got a raise at work. I mean, just his interaction with his family. So you guys, I don't really think until you get in and you start to feel better about yourself, how exercise and healthy living can affect everything in your life.
Everything.
Yeah, and just like, with that was something that he saw and changed his life over a period of time. Mm-hmm. But something that you can do just as a baby step is, get up earlier. Yep. Get your workout in first thing in the morning. What you should be doing is getting up, whatever your belief is, getting up, doing some type of prayer time, meditation, reading, quiet time, listening to praise music, whatever your thing might be, that's your deal. And the next thing that you should be doing is getting in the gym. I promise you, the first few weeks are not going to be fun getting up that early, but once you do that and once you get into that groove, you are going to notice that throughout your whole entire day, like the adrenaline high or the high that your brother has gotten probably from all the time of looking back now what he accomplished, you're going to get that every day. Throughout your day, you're going to have 10 times more energy throughout the day. You're not going to be at the end of the day now upset, annoyed that now I got to go to the gym. Get in the gym early. Anybody that you listen to that's a massively driven person or a motivational speaker talks about how early do you get up? Do you lay around in the morning? If you're getting up late, I understand people's jobs and other circumstances they might have. Whatever your early is, get up an hour earlier than that. Get to the gym, get your 30 to 45-minute workout in, and I promise you your whole entire day after that, you will feel so much better than you did before.
Yeah, don't make excuses, everybody. I used to sleep in all the time. I DJ at night. Nightlife is a whole nother beast, and to get that balance, like The Rock, that dude, 3-4 hours of sleep a night. Now, granted, a lot of us have to have more than that, but that's the thing. You have to, I read something, you need 1 hour to yourself for you time, and that's only 5% of your day, all right? That's 5% for you to do something good for yourself. How can you sit here and make excuses that you're not worth 5% of your day to do something great for yourself? Just like an example, when your damn phone gets down to 5% and that red comes on, what do?
Panic.
You panic and you look for a charger, and what do? You plug that damn thing in. Why can't you do that for yourself? When you're having a bad day and you're depressed and you got anxiety and you're stressed out about life because life can be a bunch of crap, right? You plug yourself in for an hour. It don't even take an hour for your phone to charge up, right? So you take, let's say 3.5% and charge yourself up to 100. You tell me that you're not going to feel better after you charge yourself up, you're full of it. You need to get out here and take an hour out of your whole damn day and do something. Like Aaron said, get up early, an hour earlier than what you're used to, get a workout in, and then you let me know if you don't feel better that you got up an hour earlier and you actually did some work for yourself. You deserve to do something great for yourself. Plug yourself in and recharge yourself and kick ass every day. That's what we're here to do. You're not in competition with nobody but you. So wake up with the intention of outworking your damn self, and you will do great things. I promise you that. That's coming from me, a guy that was just a night owl. And I changed my whole life around because I decided I want to be up every damn day at 4 a.m. I'm in the gym at 4:30. And guess what? I have all day to get shit done. What are you doing with that 1 hour of your life? Are you actually taking time for you?
People, you can obviously tell the passion that Jody just had right there. That's the passion that all of us in this room feel right now for what we're talking about. You know, I would go on out there and say, this is the truth.
Yeah.
What we're telling you is 100% the truth. And I heard an awesome quote the other day by a guy by the name of Clayton King. He said, knowing the truth doesn't set you free. Doing it does.
Amen.
Open up your heart. There's a Bible verse, John 8:31-32. The truth will set you free. This is the truth, people. What we're telling you right now. If you're battling anything in your life right now, it doesn't even have to be depression or anxiety. Maybe just something else is going on. We all have stuff that we go through. Nobody's life's perfect. Nobody's marriage perfect. Nobody's job's perfect. But I guarantee if you get into the gym and you start doing a workout, even if you can do 2 days a week, the studies, the facts, everything have shown that you will overcome those depression, anxiety, the feelings of selflessness or worthlessness that you've had going on. It's just how bad do you want it? Do you want to sit there and loathe in your own depression and your own like self-pity? Or do you want to finally take that step to changing your life, getting involved, get in that community, dive in head first and just do it?
That's right. And stop with the fucking excuses. I'm sorry I went from the Bible verse to the F-bomb, but stop with your excuses.
Yes.
Hey, that's what makes this group
That's
unique.
Right, we're all
right.
different. Hit them with it, Ryan.
Stop with the excuses. I mean, so many excuses are basically fake news. Okay, it's challenges that you've let beat you. Okay, so I've talked to people all the time, and they make all kinds of excuses how they don't have time to work for themselves. Trust me, people, we are busier than anybody out there, but we still make time for ourselves, and we still make time to get in the gym. And sometimes I feel bad about it when I'm really busy, and I'm like, oh man, I have other shit I could be doing. I do kind of feel bad about it, but I feel so much better after I do it. I'm like, I'm glad I took that time for myself. I can make time to fix these other things. So stop with the excuses and start believing in yourself, and cut out the can'ts out of your life.
Yeah.
I can't wake up that early in the morning. I can't stop drinking my wine at night. I can't get to the gym. There's so many people who can't. What if you say you can't do something? You just set yourself up for failure. Okay.
Already.
You said you can't get out of bed. Guess what? Your ass isn't going to get out of bed in the morning. And so cut the excuses, cut the cans, and then just do better.
Just do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just do better.
So people always look at like our lifestyle. Hey, it's easy for you guys. You guys are in the gym all day long. Man, there's some days I might walk into 4 different gyms for what I do for a living. Mm-hmm. And if I didn't get out of bed early that day and go work out, guess what happens? Even though I was in a gym all day, 4 different ones, there are days that I miss my workout and I'm ticked. It's not even just easy for us. We have to also set in our schedule, set in our planner. I'm working out at this time. The other thing that happens to us is you might want to say you're going to work out at this time, but now when we're at the gym, we're at work. Mm-hmm. We're not at our pleasure zone or whatever you want to call it. You're set and free to go and do your thing. Like we're actually at our job. So not only do we have to overcome like the phone calls, the people that want to talk to us, the employees that have issues, so it's hard for us too. So that is another reason why for me personally, I like to work out and want to get up early and get it over with because I know at that point in time I don't have staff in the gym at that point. I love my staff to death, but when they're not there. There's not anything we can need to talk about at that moment. So again, this isn't just like simple for us either. We battle the same stuff that you guys do too, but setting up a regiment, a time that in your calendar you're going to lift that day and every day, that is going to be the key for you too.
Yeah, you got to make changes, everybody. Honestly, if you go through the same routine every single damn day, guess what? You're going to be in the same position every single day. And it really takes just changing one thing in your daily routine, and just switch it up. Your body needs to be on edge and always guessing, what is he going to do today? But that's how you get better. If you don't challenge yourself, you're not going to change yourself. If you're not willing to do it, then you're the reason why you're depressed. It's nobody else is doing it to you. You just chose to have a shitty day today because that's as soon as you woke up, you had an excuse. Oh man, it's just gonna be a horrible day. No, you choose to have a great day, and when you do that, it's gonna affect your day. You know, I tell people in the gym too. I'm like, hey, guess what? And this is something. It's compliment somebody else through the day that you don't know. All right, when you're down on yourself, you compliment somebody else and see how that changes your day. And then another one, this always pisses me off. You ask somebody how they're doing, and what do? Open up a excuse bucket.
I'm so tired.
Oh, I'm so tired. Oh my God, my life sucks. Listen, what do you do to that person that asked you the question? Now they're in your same. They're like, why the hell did I just ask them how they're doing? If you're doing bad today, make up a lie and say I'm doing absolutely freaking phenomenal. And then guess what? That's gonna change. They're gonna be excited. Well, he's pumped up. Well, shit. When I'm in the gym at 4:30 in the morning, everybody's like, "How? What the hell are you drinking to be so good?" I was like, you know what? I wake up every damn day, and I'm happy that I'm grateful that I'm allowed to get up for one. You know, and then what I'm gonna do with my day? I'm gonna make today great. Whatever. Oh, I said this in one of my motivational speeches. I was like, whatever on your plate, you make it great. Whatever life puts on your plate, you make that shit great. It's your choice. Yeah, it might not look like you wanted to, like, oh shit, that looks horrible. But guess what? Make it great, and then your day will be great. It's all in your mind, people. Get it out of your head that it's going to be a bad day. Tell yourself it's going to be a good day, and it will be a good day. Now, does that mean that you're not going to get a flat tire because you hit a damn pothole driving down the highway because winter sucks? No, you're probably going to hit a pothole, and when you do, you're going to make it great. You're going to deal with that shit, and you're going to keep moving. That's how you control your day. That's how you control your energy. Your energy and how you think is everything, and that's how you create a strong mind, and that's how you get rid of all these other things that bring you down, you know.
So Jody, you can tell his passion behind this. Has it always been rainbows and butterflies for you, Jody? You went through a tough time where you thought life wasn't going to go anywhere, right?
Yeah, man. I'll give you one example. I'm 34. When I was 25, I got engaged, and it was a forced engagement. You know, I gave up DJing, I gave up, doing sports, and I moved away to somewhere I didn't want to be. And then I ended up, next thing you know, I'm a gas station attendant at a Murphy USA, and everybody that met me were like, why in the hell are you a gas station attendant? That's not who you are. I literally got so depressed, people, and in this, I want you to really take this in consideration because stress will kill you. All right, I was so stressed out. Everything was paid for in this wedding. The dress, the flowers, the venue was picked out, the band, all this stuff, and I'm like overwhelmed, and I'm like, I'm really getting on myself. I get so sick, people, being stressed out and depressed. They thought I had lymphoma. I'm not making this up. This is a story which changed my life. So I'm so sick. They're doing they think I have cataract disease. They don't know. They were gonna have to do a spinal tap because my white blood cell count was so low. If I caught a cold, I would have died. I'm not making this up. I was driving to work, and music's always saved my life, honestly. And I had asked one of my buddies, I couldn't eat food. I was in the hospital in a cancer treatment center with people that are doing chemo, and I'm 25 years old. I'm like, why in the hell am I so sick? I was throwing up. I was falling down the steps because I had no energy. It was stress. I'm driving to work, and my buddy gave me a CD to lift me up. I needed some music, and it was a Drake song, and it verbatim, I can't make this up. He said, "You're just a has-been, a gas station attendant." I quit my damn job that day, and I broke off my engagement. The hardest day of my life, because I felt like I was giving up on that person. Why do we not think about, are you giving up on you? Like, when you give up on you, you can kill yourself just by being depressed and stressed. So start doing something to make you happy. If you're in a bad situation, get out of it. You don't owe shit to nobody. You owe yourself. When you take care of you, everything else will follow like it's supposed to. That's why I'm so thankful for Ryan and Aaron, man. Like, I've been in situations where I work with different people, not just in the gym industry, in the music industry, and people take advantage of my kindness because I'm willing to do whatever I can to make other people grow. And that's why I started doing motivational speaking. And motivational speaking brought me into the fitness world. Now we are able to change people's lives. People, get out here and do something for yourself. Don't die because you got depressed because you made yourself in that situation. Did anybody tell me to get engaged at 25? Hell no. Why did I do it? I have no idea because she was a model and I thought she was the one. No, she was not the one. She was Satan with blonde hair.
No, not her. He made you do it.
Oh yeah, Satan did. I thought she looked like Satan afterwards. Jeez. But I mean, honestly, people, it really starts with you. Just remember that one saying I said: you don't owe anybody anything. You owe yourself everything. If you look at it like that, if you take life and you look at it like that, you will. Every day will be a blessing, and you'll take full advantage of it. Don't take your life for granted. You get one life. You know what I'm saying? So what are you going to do with it? Like, why do you want to sit here and make excuses like Ryan said, and why you want to, be depressed and just go through life like wondering, what am I really doing what I'm supposed to be doing? What do you think you're supposed to be doing with your life?
Dang, brother, if your microphone wasn't attached, I'd drop it on the floor.
Man, mic drop on that. Bam!
Don't do that.
I'm going to do it. Yeah, he just, actually, Slick Nick just got me a new mic, so we ain't got no crackle up in here. No crackle, no pop.
Yep. Guys, life is short and life is very fragile. Okay, life is so fragile, especially if you lost people, all of a sudden. So, and life is shorter. Life is shorter if you don't take care of yourself.
Yeah,
okay? You have one body, people. You have one body to take care of, and so many people spend money on material things and invest in cars and houses and things that you can't take with you. Okay, you have one body, take care of it, especially if you want to live old to see your grandkids and you don't want to be, you don't want to be on a bunch of pills and be in the hospital all the time and not be able to walk or get around. Take care of your body now. Okay, now is the time. Don't let it go. Okay, that's like taking a car and not servicing it. Okay, you're going to take it to the service center if it's smoking oil or if it's breaking down, aren't you? Why don't you do that when it happens? Why don't you do that to your body when you start breaking down?
Amen.
Okay,
so one thing too, I wanted to end with this too because I think it's pretty cool. So when you're doing strength training, you're building your muscles. So 6 months of resistance training is also shown to increase the size of certain areas of your brain. Really? So, I thought like athletes and us guys that lift all that much, people, I think, hey, we're not the brightest guys in the world. No, we're actually getting smarter in the gym every day because our brain's growing every day too.
Yeah, see, we're smart.
Yeah, all three of it. We're like really smart compared to all three of us together.
Well, yep. Thanks for listening again, guys. Corey Chambers, thanks for the
thanks
for the first topic,
dude.
man, for us to listen to. Keep them coming. Just hit us up on Facebook if you have some subjects we want to talk about. And you guys keep your head up and
tell your friends to listen to us. All right, let them hear this message because there's more than just you that are listening that needs to hear this. All right, yep. Sharing is caring.
Yeah, a couple really good motivational stories we told today. So, thank you guys. Keep your head up. Let's go.
Peace.
Humble all the time, then we all gon' shine. I'm tuning in live.
Johnny Wayne Studios.
This that words I rude.
Ooh, if you don't know, now you know.
This that words I rude.
Too fresh, too clean. In your mouth like Listerine. Swish swash. Swish swash.